pin. In this lesson, we're going to learn the next technique to be used very frequently during the middle game. The first tool that I taught you in the last lesson was the fork. Now you're going to learn something really cool called the pin. In a pin, if you attack an enemy piece that is shielding a more valuable piece, you are pinning it. So, this bishop just moved into position to attack the castle. But this castle is also protecting the queen. So long as this queen stays right here, and you don't want to lose the queen, this castle is pinned. So I could, from this point, attack that piece and then capture it. But I don't want to do that yet, because then the queen could just capture me back. But the value of a pin is what you're doing is simply by moving right here, you've taken this piece out of play until the queen moves. So that's what a pin does. You're not necessarily capturing a piece, but you are in a way, because you're taking that piece out of play. It can't do anything until the piece that it's shielding moves. So here's another situation using the bishop again, and the king is back there. Where can the bishop move to pin the castle? Right there. This castle is now pinned and can't do a thing until the king moves, because, well, the bishop or the castle can't move at this point because you can't make a move that puts your king in check. So this one is literally stuck at this point, even more so than it was with the queen, because before you could actually have made the choice to sacrifice the queen. But in this situation, the castle cannot move, putting the king in check. Let's look at one more time. Say you're in a situation like this. Where can the castle move to where can the castle move to move his opponent into a pin? Right there. Since I was using my castle, I was looking for something that was lined up where a less valuable piece was guarding a more valuable piece. And I move it right here, and now this horse is stuck. It can't move. It's pinned against the king. And so long as this castle is sitting right here, that horse is stuck. He can't move anywhere. And so long as the king is sitting right there, the horse can't move anywhere. So that's the value of a pin. Like I said before, it's not to capture a piece, but to take a piece out of play by pinning it against another one. It can't move anywhere. It's useless at that point in helping defend an attack. So that's what we like about the pin. Okay, now let's look at the power of the pin in a game situation such as the one that you see here. White is going to demonstrate the power of the pin. So the rook is snuck down into enemy territory and is going to give attack to the king. He moves all the way down to there to give attack to the king. The king only has one option. There's no other piece that can take the rook in one move. And so the king's only option is to take the rook. That may not seem like a very good move, but take notice of the position of this pawn right now. This pawn is shielding the king against the bishop right here. This pawn is now pinned against the king. So now it is white's move. Where is he going to go? Wow, look at this queen right here. Comes all the way over and slides right to there. Check against the king. Oh my goodness, but look at this. This lowly pawn can attack the queen. I could lose my queen to the pawn, but nope. That pawn can't do a thing because it's pinned against the king. This pawn cannot move because if it moves out of its place, the king is in check. And you can never make a move if it's going to put your king in check. So even though the queen is in a position where it could be attacked under any other circumstance by this pawn, right now that pawn is useless. It is pinned against the king because this bishop right here is in an attacking position against the king and this pawn. So the only option for the king to do is to move right here so that it can't be attacked by the queen. Well, the queen takes that right there. And again, the queen is backed up by the bishop right here. And this puts the king, or black, in checkmate. The game has just been won using the power of the pin.